Yesterday, Noah and I put Cindy on the clock. We gave her 2 days to organize a disco yoga class with at least 30 paying clients, her largest event ever. Cindy still hasn't figured out what she's charging, and she needs to be much more aggressive in pricing the service that she offers. I've held events before with hundreds or 1,000 plus people, and I noticed something really interesting. When I did free events, less than half would show up. As soon as I started charging, attendance almost 100%.
Right.
When you pay for it, you value it more. Like, what's the most you've charged someone for a group class in the past?
$10.
For the time being, let's just make 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now that we've set Cindy's price point, she has to find an effective marketing strategy. And that brings us to the second step in my 4-part process for building any business: elimination.
What would you normally do? Like, let's say we didn't give you 48 hours to come up with your largest event ever. What would be the normal process you'd go through?
Probably would give myself maybe a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid of time. I always have a hard time focusing on one thing, and then it's like I self-doubt myself. I start to question myself if I'm good enough.
I guess the good news is you don't really have time to be afraid of time this week.
Yeah, exactly, right? So
today we're going to figure out what's worked, what hasn't, so that we can eliminate as much as possible.
Right.
What we're going to do, which is quant-based marketing, is you're going to list out all the different ways that you can get 30 people, and how many people you think you'll sign up from that way.
Keeping track of stuff is very, very important. You can actually focus on what has worked. Have you tried any particular ways to get customers?
I've just been posting on Facebook, hey, I'm teaching at the studio.
Okay.
And of course no one shows up. I mean,
Of course. I mean, how often does that happen?
pretty often.
Cindy needs to stop crossing her fingers with passive marketing strategies and try more direct methods. Telephone is very effective, but it's very uncomfortable, so you need a script, and Noah and I are going to help her write one.
How would you approach Tim to come to your class?
It's like, hey Tim, there's a really great class I'm hosting tomorrow night. I would love for you if you can make it.
Sounds super cool. God, I've just got so much going on. I'll let you know if I can do it.
Right? What's a common mistake is that we do passive communication. Can anyone come to my class? Okay, no one came, fine. I didn't put myself out there.
Yeah.
Instead of the opposite of say, hey Tim, what are you up to tomorrow night?
Not sure. What's going on? Then I can't pull the bull card.
It kind of is passive in a way. Maybe I need to really be more upfront or direct. Hey Tim, what are you up to tomorrow night?
Haven't figured out.
Since you don't have any solid plans tomorrow.
I would not open with, since you have nothing else going on, because it diminishes the value of the class.
Okay.
I would say, awesome, I'm throwing my second ever disco yoga party. The last one was sell out. It would mean so much to me if you came. Can I count you in?
Here's a link to the event. It'll be $10 and it'll include yoga, disco music, and dancing.
Good. Cindy's all set with her script, so now it's time to put it to work.
Hey David, hey Tony, Erica, hey Casey. I'm throwing my second yoga, dancing, disco party. It only costs $10. You want to come?
Cindy seems like a different person, and as a result, she closed 11 people and found a venue. Amazing. Amazing.
I've never really been pushed like that before. There's direct action now versus just sitting there wondering what I should be doing.
I'm very curious to see how far she has come by tomorrow.
Today's a pretty big day. Turning on my laptop, I noticed I had more ticket sales. My goal is 30. I'm pretty sure I'll get it tonight. I'm going to be working on that today.
I'm having Cindy check in with me today at a location I thought would be particularly instructive for her. Here we are. Creative Live is a startup founded by a friend of mine that offers world-class instruction from some of the best experts in the world for free. So you tune in live online, it streams for free. You could watch a 2 or 3 day course on photography, language learning, on anything, and then if you want to download it after the fact to have access to it later, then you pay. Look at this place. And this all started with one guy who liked taking pictures.
Wow.
That's it. I thought this was an important lesson for Cindy to see. So she stops thinking about $10 a person per class, one class at a time. All right, so I can barely contain myself. I want you to get me caught up. Where are we?
I think we're a little over 30 sales at the moment.
Congratulations. Aside from Creative Live, the point of the check-in was to check her status. What is working, what isn't? Let's look at some of the numbers just quickly. So Facebook, you got 4 out of direct message.
Yeah.
Facebook event page, 0. What about phone calls? How many phone calls did you make?
7.
All right, so you made 7 calls and you got 10 people.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. All right. After you've done your elimination, remove the things that are the trivial many as opposed to the critical few, automation is taking what remains and scale it. But let's say you decide that calls are the most effective way to get people to sign up. It is something that you can delegate to someone else.
Right.
So that removes you from the entire piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the phone's working really well, could she find a friend or two to recruit people, give them a 50% commission so that it's not her as the single bottleneck? Now you don't need to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You could be in Thailand with your family while this stuff is still happening. Cindy is still a long way from full automation, but I wanted to plant the seed so that at least she could visualize what her business might someday become.
I got homework to do. Got about, 4 more hours?
Don't know? It's not much. The night of Cindy's yoga disco party has finally arrived. Cindy has worked her ass off to pull this event together in 2 days. Let's see if she can deliver.
I was super nervous before because it's just like a new experience, new venue, new space, there's no equipment. But now that my friends are here, I feel a little more relaxed. I want you to set your intention for this evening. So just take this moment in to breathe.
At first, it was just like the other class we took with Cindy. But once we were warmed up, the music kicked in, and it was a different beast entirely.
All right, inhale, raise the arms up, clapping to the beat of music. Don't be shy. Woo! There you go.
Within 5 minutes of starting the class, I knew it was going to go well because she'd clearly put in a lot of effort. She'd memorized proper lines and segues.
The fist pump with the right hand. Come down. Get low. Get low. Get low.
She did a great job, and people were really having a blast. Last night was awesome. I thought you did an amazing job.
Yeah, thank
Really impressed. We got to shake
It definitely was a growing week for me. It was exhausting, but I have more confidence. I'm just excited to get started.
This week, Cindy successfully put the first 2 steps of Deal into practice. Now it's time to give her an assignment designed to build on that and point her towards automation and eventually liberation. We defined your target monthly income, and we also had this dream trip to Thailand with your family. If your goal is $4,000 for a month, you did 330 in 36 hours, which was fantastic. We're going to be very, very generous, and we're going to give you until next Friday to make $1,000.
Okay.
So if you do that, you can change your life fundamentally. Cindy could become a world-class entrepreneur if she so chooses. Right now, she teaches a class paid by the head. She has to be there. Later on, she could farm it out. She could start to delegate, start to automate. Then, well, as they say in the infomercials, you're making money in your sleep. But you have to take it step by step. You can't try to eat the elephant in one bite.
I think one of the things that Tim talks about with the system is that what you're really looking for is what can you repeat and what is going to be predictable.
Cindy's next challenge is to create a unique yoga experience with a repeatable revenue model that provides her with immediate cash flow at a minimum of $1,000.
High five.
High five. Boom. Here in San Francisco, the star community is very big, and I figured, hey, maybe I could bring disco yoga to the corporate world. So Tim and Noah challenged me to make $1,000 in 1 week, but I actually ended up getting $1,050. So it's definitely a good start.
The adventure is just beginning for Cindy. This year, she'll be going to Thailand with her entire family. But more important, what about you? What are you going to do, and where will you go this year?